Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts. Guys, the newest episode of Arrow, Season 4, Episode 16, Broken Hearts, just finished airing on TV. Now I'm here to review / just talk about the episode. If you've not seen the newest episode of Arrow, Broken Hearts, Season 4, Episode 16, click away now. I'm going to get into spoilers and all that kind of stuff. I will ruin the episode for you if you've not seen it. Are you gone? Are you gone? Okay, let's jump into this episode. So the first thing I want to talk about is the big old thing, which is Felicity. Now, whether you love it or hate it, the show went in the direction. They made them a couple, and we saw at the end of episode 15, before the mini break, before they returned tonight, that Felicity gave back the ring to Oliver and saying, I can't do this. In this episode, I was thinking, I hope they do not reverse the decision that Felicity made at the end of episode 15 before the break, giving the ring back. I hope they don't just reverse it, and at the end of the episode, she's like, I want to marry you, Oliver. I want to be back with you. And they really found some ways to really make the audience member, me, think they were. Because number one, Oliver and Felicity were still in the same room. She was moving her stuff out, and then they're in the actual Arrow cave itself, and she's still there on the team, and it's just awkward between them two. And then the big old moment that was a big plot device, which everyone saw as pictures, and people were thinking, oh my god, a real wedding, and it turns out it's a fake wedding to lure Cupid, the return of Cupid, to lure her to basically stop another wedding and basically ruin love, as she does, I guess. They hold a fake wedding. Oliver and Felicity have a fake wedding, and as soon as it started, and Felicity was just like trying to rush stuff, just waiting for Cupid to show up, I had a feeling, and it started happening before I was about to tweet it out, live tweeting. I was about to tweet it out saying Oliver is going to use this wedding to get his feelings out to Felicity about he wants to be with her still, he still loves her, and he did. He used that fake wedding to get to her. Now, what really pushed it over the edge was that Felicity was talking to Cupid when she showed up and crashed the fake wedding, saying, like I live for love, and it's worth living for, and my life changed when I met him. She didn't say Oliver's name, but she was basically saying the same thing that he was saying to her. She was saying that my life has changed forever, and I love him, and all that kind of stuff. And then at the end of the episode, to completely flip all that around, Oliver, I can't do this. I'm out. Felicity just quits the team. She quits. She's gone. She's gone. Gave the ring back. She's out. So I have to applaud CW, because I swear if they would have reversed that decision one episode later after a small break and they're back to, being engaged, I would have literally slammed this episode and basically attacked Arrow for not having the balls to just stick with the plan and just keep them apart, because many fans have been divided on this, okay? So they tried so hard to make us as the fans to think they were going to reverse the decision in one episode, and they didn't. They kept it as it is. She's not staying on the team. She's leaving the team. Now, there'll be a reason why she comes back to the team, but at least they didn't cave and just say, okay, oh, they're back together. In one episode later, they're back. So thank you, CW, so much for not doing that. So there you is. So let's talk about the villain of the episode, the return of Cupid. Now, people had their negative criticism. They had their criticism and their negativity about Cupid in Season 3 when she was first introduced. In this episode, I felt like it was a bit of an improvement of her character from Season 3. I felt like in Season 3, she was just obsessive, and it was really kind of annoying. I understood the whole thing about her being obsessed with Oliver because he saved her in Season 3 at one point, so she's obsessed with the Green Arrow. But in this episode, her return, she's obsessed with just ruining love, because the two men I loved are both dead, and love ends in death. I get her point, but it got really annoying to an extent, because it kept happening every single time she popped up. She has to say the same line, love is death, and I gotta, share this around the world and prevent love, and just, okay, Cupid. To me, it felt like they brought Cupid back in just to have the fake wedding and just to have the fake moment of Felicity pretending to love Oliver in order to ease down Cupid. So basically, when Spartan, aka I think he's Spartan, Diggle and Thea show up to take her down in their full outfits, we can make sure she's not on guard the whole time. So Felicity lies and says all this stuff. To me, it would have been different if there wasn't any tension between Felicity and Oliver, the love thing, which is what Cupid is obsessed with now, is just love and killing it. I felt like they brought Cupid in just to have this. It's kind of sad that they had to do that, because honestly, they could have come up with a different villain to have, and not be involved with the, Oliver and Felicity stuff. But of course they had to bring in an ex. Well, not saying ex because they never dated, I don't think. But Cupid's just obsessed with Oliver Queen and obsessed with Green Arrow. Well, the Green Arrow, not Oliver Queen. But she's obsessed with love, and it just, you know what I mean. They had to connect it. They didn't have to connect it, and they did. So it is what it is. She's in jail now. Cupid is. So there it is. The last thing I do want to talk about, which is a very big positive, which I should have got to at the beginning of the episode, but it was a very big positive, was the courtroom scenes, including with Damien Darhk. Damien Darhk is on trial, and they're actually going to trial now, which is very, very good. But throughout the whole entire episode, there was different trial scenes going on, and the most powerful scene, I felt like, to me, my personal opinion, was Quentin Lance basically exposing himself, saying all the stuff that he did to help Damien Darhk take over the city, basically, or at least, take down power in order to use this information that the police force has for his own evil plans with Hive. He just basically incriminates himself and just says out in the open that I did all these things, and I didn't know the extent of it and why I was being told to do this, and when I asked why, simply was told to me by Damien Darhk that, Lance, if you don't do this, I will kill your daughter, Laurel. I will kill her. I will kill her. So, obviously had to do it. Now, obviously, at the end of the episode, he is under suspension, so we'll see what that happens. I'm assuming he'll be put back in the police force, unless he's in the grave. So, we'll see what happens with that. But overall, I felt like Broken Hearts was a mixed bag episode. I felt like the Cupid being brought back was only to kind of thrown into the mix of the Oliver Queen and the Felicity Smoke situations with their relationship. They could have easily just got a different villain and then keep it separate from that whole, this plot line over here with Oliver and Felicity. But of course, they had to do some connectivity and make us think that stuff's going to happen that actually doesn't happen. But for me, the most positive is actually the Damien Darhk stuff happening in the courtroom. That was the most compelling stuff to me personally, because it was still continuing from what happened at the end of episode 15 before the little mini break. So I got to give them that. That was the biggest positive for me, in my personal opinion. So there you have it, guys. It was a pretty good episode. There was just a mixed bag of stuff going on that I felt could have been better, could have been changed. But overall, it was a decent episode. I can't wait for next week's episode, because we get to see the return of Emily Kinney. I think that's who it is, from The Walking Dead, who plays a metahuman with bees or something like that. She was on The Flash season 1, so she's back on Arrow season 4, so that's pretty cool. So there you have it, guys. That's my review. Let me know in the comment section below, what did you like about this episode? What didn't you like about this episode? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for watching my review. Peace out.